the event. And right now on to the Dakar Rally. First up though, South Africa's participation, and that is followed by a look at stage 16, day 17. 776 Ks ahead, so really big day for all the competitors and riders. But as mentioned, first up, South Africa's participation. To take us through it, our very own Dave Peterson.
And the anxious look. Proudly brought to you by Vodacom and its associate sponsor, Telkom.
Bad just got worse. Punctures. Overheating, broken axles, wrong directions, collisions. Exclusive to Supersport, the Paris-Dakar Rally is proudly sponsored by Total Quartz Lubricants.
Alfie, a bit difficult when you're having to ride with the other guys, and KTM obviously wonderful those first 5 places.
Yeah, you know, Dave, it's, you know, with suffering 2 defeats, you know, the last 2 years, this is just the biggest thing that's happened. They've worked so hard, KTM, at getting this Dakar. The bike is just the best thing at the moment, and you know, they want this first 5 places, and unfortunately I'm stuck in this 5th place. They're calling me the time bomb, because if I run, Isteve is going to go, and if Isteve goes, Dikavada goes, and so it's going to go right the way to Mioni, and they've told us no ways can we do that. And I'm just in the most frustrating part of the race at the moment. You know, what can I do? My hands are tied, and I just can carry on until the end of Dakar, and I just hope I'm not disappointing anybody. We started off so well. Unfortunately, we had that one wheel problem, but you know, with 10 days remaining, or 11 days, we could have carried on racing to the end, and it's just a hell of a thing. It's just a hard blow to swallow, you know, and at the moment it's just frustrating days, and we have to wait till Dakar.
Well, that's the word then from Alfie Cox. It has really taken much of the race out of the race, as they say. Are they just cruising along? Let's catch up with some of the other riders and perhaps some team managers for comments. American rider Johnny Campbell on Honda number 14, taking part in his first Dakar. Now, Johnny, you probably haven't seen this type of thing where there's team orders going on in a race like that. What do you think about this whole thing up front with the KTM guys, and particularly Alfie, that he's complaining so bitterly?
Well, you know, I think it's really important for KTM to win this race. They've been trying for a long time, and so, you know, team orders are important for that. But you know, you feel bad for a guy like Alfie who's trying so hard, and yet he's bound by a leash and can't let him go. So I feel bad for him for not being able to go in charge. But you know, if it was team orders, I'd follow him.
Another nice guy is Heinz Kinnegartner, the team manager for KTM, no stranger to South African motocross viewers, and of course a hero of previous Paris-Dakar rallies. Heinz, this KTM setup, obviously you're very proud of what's happened so far.
Yeah, of course, this year until now it runs like it has to run. We did I would say, now we can see we did quite a good job during the whole year. We did a lot of testing, and the bike is reliable enough now to hopefully stay together until Dakar.
Obviously there is some kind of consternation and some controversy about the team riding as a team now, and we have some riders who feel obviously they would like to go ahead and go faster. How do you feel about all that?
You know, of course it's funny. The last few years everybody was laughing when we fight at each other and break down, and finally BMW was the one who was laughing at the end, we said. So this year I told our riders, especially the last 3 days, 4 days now already, don't be stupid, because the only change we can have is pushing each other and crashing, breaking down, whatever. So this is not what KTM wants, of course. Our rivals, BMW, even now when we are going slow, they have no chance to follow us. So it makes no sense at all. I know Alfie is a real fighter. He is on 5th position, struggling around there and fighting every day with himself, not going. But he is clever enough, and he knows that this is a team race, and But I would say from now on until the end, it's a bit different because the soft sand is gone, the open desert is behind us. So the last few days, I would say they can do whatever they want. But of course, everybody wants a contract for the future again. And if they are doing stupid things now, it's more difficult to get one. So it's up to them now, taking too much risk, being clever, whatever. So, but our guys, they are experienced enough they know what they have to do.
Do you think that it takes some of the value away from the race at all?
Yes, of course a bit, but of course, mainly I would say because the other brands are no more there, so it's only KTM, and I wish to celebrate this victory, hopefully with 5 riders.
Well, that's it, Heinz. I really hope that you do win this race with 5 riders. Congratulations so far.
Thank you.
And maybe you and I can have a beer in Dakar.
Definitely, I hope so very much.
Well, that was the story yesterday, and I certainly look forward to having that beer with Kinney in Dakar in just a couple of days' time. Well, today's stage was to the town of Bamako in the country of Mali. And the big question is, Alfie Cox, does he follow team orders or does he have something up his sleeve? Let's cross over then to Toby Moody for highlights of today's stage.
Bad just got worse.